the state or quality of being worthy of treated with honor and respect. This is the definition of human dignity, and everyone has it. Everyone, no matter their race, gender, sexual orientation, economic status, or nationality, deserves to be treated with respect. Everyone has human dignity and shouldn't be treated any less than they are worth.
Racial justice.
Immigration. Death penalty.
Global poverty and hunger.
Today we will discuss 4 social injustices that deny people their human dignity.
Although the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964, racism is not dead.
From getting stopped in the street to getting shot in the street, racism is very alive in the world today.
One example of this is in New York City. One study found that 80% of the time authorities stopped blacks and Latinos. 85% of those stops were frisked, compared to a mere 8% of white who were stopped.
Our first social justice supper of the year was on racial justice, where we showed the movie Selma to inform students of racial injustices during the Civil Rights era and compared them to the racial injustices that are still occurring today.
Far too often, the police automatically come to the conclusion that people of color are violent and do not abide to the laws set in place. This means that those who have this mindset are making rash decisions and are acting on their implicit bias.
People of color have become dehumanized and victims of racism. This is an issue that needs to end, and it starts with me and you.
There are approximately 191 million international immigrants worldwide.
This is the number of people that are now living in their native homeland. Many people that migrate somewhere else go for safety, better opportunities, and possibly a better chance of life.
In the United States, there are approximately 11 million undocumented immigrants. The lack of understanding of immigrants has raised fear in those who are not familiar with the immigrant situations. We, Cristo Rey Atlanta, are in support of those immigrants. This year, we held a social justice spaghetti supper that focused on immigration. We invited Dr. Marie Marquardt to talk about her book, The Radius of Us. Also, on 2 different occasions, we visited El Refugio, a home for families of detainees. Some students even visited immigration detainees inside Stewart Detention Center.
Why does immigration even matter?
Every single person has dignity, so no one deserves to be treated like an outsider.
What is the death penalty?
In the state of Georgia, we execute human beings by injecting them with poison.
We have executed 69 people over the years.
Of those 69 people, we murdered 9 just in this past year, 2016.
In 2016, we killed the largest amount of people in the country.
This is a complete disrespect to the human dignity.
As Christians, we ought to know and believe that God, the creator of life, should be the only one to have the power to end lives.
Campus ministry has done a lot, but there is much more to be done.
We stood on the steps of the Georgia Capitol and fought for life on the nights of executions.
We visited Emory University to listen to Shane Claiborne, an author and activist who wrote Executing Grace, a book on how the death penalty killed Jesus and why it's killing us.
But we need you. Be an activist.
What is hunger? Why is it an important topic to bring awareness to?
Hunger is a feeling of discomfort or weakness caused by a lack of food. Many people around the world suffer from food insecurity.
Food insecurity is the state of being without a reliable access to a sufficient quantity of affordable, nutritious food.
Take Zambia, for example. 42% of the population is considered extremely poor. The unemployment rate is at 13%, and about 350,000 people don't have regular supply for food.
In addition, according to the United Nations, millions of people are at risk of starvation because of famine in places like Yemen, Syria, South Sudan, and Nigeria, just to name a few.
Connect all of those puzzle pieces together and you can see why over 70% of people live below the poverty line.
But then you see the collective efforts from the Rice Bowl. We have all impacted those who are unfortunate by giving them a privilege to have a life-saving meal with our donations and prayers.
Hunger affects more than 925 million people in the world, and it is, both in and of itself, a potentially deadly condition.
And tonight, we are here to offer you one more chance to open up your minds to ideas on how you can end hunger, the death penalty, racism, and the discrimination against immigrants.